I got healthy, got wealthy, and even got wise. That sweet Kangen water open up my eyes, satisfying for the body, gratifying for the mind. Kangen water for the rest of my life. Kangen water quenches your thirst. Kangen water feeds your soul. Kangen water inspiring your dreams. Kangen water for the rest of my life. Let's unify with Chi spirit. Kangen water will set you free. Let's unify with Chi spirit. Kangen water will set you free. Let's unify with Chi spirit. Let's follow Mr. O philosophy. Look within 'cause you wanna win. Join the Kangen Nation. Kangen Nation, we're everywhere. All around the world, water we share. Changing one life at a time. With compassion for mankind. Well, I love you so you gotta know. Hope you don't mind me preaching.
Hey, sisters and brothers, I have a new sponsor, my friends Gary and Marilou from alkalinewatersogood.com. They are international Kangen water distributors. Kangen water is delicious water created from Enagic's innovative water technology. Enagic is a 56-year-old Japanese company with 40 offices in 23 countries, including an office in Manila and 8 offices in the U.S., and it is the leading manufacturer of alkaline ionizers and water filtration machines in the world. Not only do these devices filter your tap water, but they also produce ionized alkaline and acidic waters through electrolysis. These waters can be used for various purposes, including drinking, cooking, beauty, and cleaning. Can you imagine never buying bottled water again? The plastic in bottled water often contains BPA and other chemicals which are proven to be hazardous to your health. And how much fun is it lugging cases of it from the market, recycling it, and you know, plastic is an environmental nightmare. According to Gary, it's also a great way to add an additional income stream. He's been selling machines for over 12 years internationally, and everyone needs the healthiest water in the world. So folks, if you have any questions about Kangen water, check out their website at alkalinewatersogood.com. That's alkalinewatersogood.com. Or you can email them at gary@garyballin.com.
You're listening to the Wolf's Den Radio Show. Talk.
Hey, sisters and brothers, thank you very much for joining me for another episode of WDRS Talk, the Wolf's Den Radio Show Talk. This is your host and your brother from another mother. It's Wolf Himara with you today, and it is the season finale and episode 25. So, I'm going to be taking a break for a bit and start compiling new interviews for you guys for season 2. And there's going to be a lot of really great interviews lined up for that next season. Hopefully I get to work on them soon. And I hope that the people I have in mind, I hope that they're up for it. So please, thank you very much for your support throughout season 1. And throughout the first 25 episodes of hopefully what is going to be another 25 for season 2. So, what's been happening? It is finally summer again, 2021 here in the States. Still, people are not all the way out. Although on June 15, California will be officially open 100%. So go out, and if you're fully vaccinated, please go out and support small businesses, especially restaurants, mom and pop stores. They're the ones who need a lot of support. Try not to eat at McDonald's or Burger King or something like that. Try and look for a mom and pop sandwich store, a deli, something like that, and they'll appreciate your business. Or even at your local pizza shop, go over and get that pizza. Don't go to Pizza Hut, man. Go to the one that's being sold by grandpa and grandma. And you'll be helping them out. And so yeah, please do subscribe to the channels that you are listening to this on. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe. Please like the episode if you do like it. And if you're on Spotify, just give it a follow. All those things help the show, and it affects the analytics of the internet, and algorithms and stuff like that. So a like will always help. If you subscribe to the channel, it will always help. So I appreciate it. And if you want to take it a step further and make an actual monetary donation to the show, you can do that too. Just head on over to the Anchor FM app or website, anchor.fm, and just look for my page, WDRS Talk, and there is a support button that you can press and make a one-time donation or a monthly donation, and it'll be for the expenses of the show, maintenance of equipment and all that stuff, all that good stuff that has to be done for a production. And in return, I will send you back wherever you are in the world. You just have to leave your name and your address, and I will send you a bunch of WDRS stickers. And that is my thank you for whatever donation you can put in the hat. It can be just $1, it can be $100. It's up to you. And I already appreciate if you even think about it. So aside from that, let's move on to episode 25, season finale. Oh, before we go to the interview, it's going to be with my good friend Chef Ramon Antonio, and we talk about food and music and rock T-shirts and whatnot. It's a fun interview. But before we listen to it, I just wanted to tell you guys to check out these things that I've been watching on Netflix. Netflix has been coming out with these original anime shows, limited series, and it's like it was explained to me by a friend of mine that they're getting producers from different countries who have the stories to be told and produce their own series, and Netflix, I guess, gives them a budget to do the production or to just show it on Netflix. But it's really cool. There's a couple that I have been watching. Check out Blood of Zeus. It's an 8-episode series. It's really cool. It's based on Greek mythology. And then another one is Yasuke, and it's about a black samurai, a black man who happens to be a samurai, and it's a really cool series, I think. And it was produced by a hip hop producer, not just hip hop but avant-garde music, progressive fusion music, and he's an artist called uh, what's his name? Fuck, Lotus Flower. And oh no, I'm sorry, Lotus Flower. I'm sorry, totally wrong. Flying Lotus. That's his name. So check him out. He also does the theme song of Yasuke, and yeah, it's a really great show. And coming on the 13th of June, or I'm no, not 13th, but the 11th, June 11th, it's gonna be a show called Trece coming out on Netflix, which is a Filipino-based series, Filipino produced, Filipino drawn, everything Filipino, and it deals with the local folklore and local monsters of Filipino folklore. And it's called Trece, and it's coming out on June 11th. So do check that out. You have to check that out and give that, give it a good rating and support that Filipino production. So that's it, man. Thank you very much for all your support for season one, and I look forward to doing season two coming soon. And let's get to it. This is me and my friend Chef Ramon Antonio. Enjoy. How are you, Chef? I love your shirt, man.
Oh, you can see it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
What?
The second Jake album.
Ultimate Sin, right?
Right. Jake's my fave among the three or four, five players post
Oh yeah.
Sabbath Aussie.
Oh yeah, Jake Ely's really cool, man. Have you heard Badlands, especially their second album, Voodoo Highway?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I was listening to it when I first arrived in. I got it when I first arrived in Manila in 88, 89, I think,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Yeah, that's the first album.
Yeah, so
But
that
then
was
the
really
sec
cool.
that
Yeah.
first album was kind of still glam rockish because it was 89. It was still left
Mm.
over. But then their second album that came out 2 years later in 91 is totally different, man. And it's blues rock, and it's so good. If you haven't heard it yet,
Oh yeah.
you gotta hear it. It's called Voodoo Highway.
I have. I have. I
Oh
have.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I have that. I even have this failed solo album. He had like a failed and this was pre Satriani, man. It was an instrumental guitar album. He has one.
Uh-huh.
It was just too weird for a lot of people back then.
Oh, okay. Did you hear it? Have you heard it?
Yeah, I mean it's also available in YouTube. I can send you the link.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Please do, man.
How are you doing, man? How are you doing?
I'm all right, man. I'm doing all right. I just turned 50. That's fucking insane, dude.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Happy birthday, man. Turn of the century. Half a century.
Half a century, man. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird, dude.
Yeah.
Because I don't think like a 50-year-old should. I don't know, man. It's just weird. It's like I'm still. I mean, look behind me, man. It's all posters in my fucking room, dude. I'm still a fucking teenager, pa rin, pare.
Yeah, yeah. Same here, man. I mean, it's just a freaking number, you know? I mean, I go to work every day wearing my Aussie, Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, all rock shirts, right?
Yeah, man. That's how I
And
dress too,
in
man.
and then yeah, and the entire building is like full of like 20 somethings, like some as old as young as my daughter, some a little bit older, and they all look at me and say, "Oh wow, okay, cool shirt, man." Then I'm like, "Yeah, man, ganun na lang ako." So it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even know if they listen to these things, you know.
Yeah, because I mean that's what rock shirts are, man. Even if you don't know what it is, it's like that's a cool shirt, you know. That's
Mm.
especially when you go to, concerts here where, you know, like that, people who are watching the show are wearing the shirts of the bands that are they're there to watch. Like if it's Iron Maiden, then everyone comes in. I definitely have to be in my Iron Maiden shirt along with 30,000 other fans, and you just see all kinds of
Right, right,
shirts,
right.
all kinds of designs, all kinds of, some are unique, some are not. And I actually have a white sweatshirt that's Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast, and it's white. And then on the
Okay.
sleeves,
Wow. Okay.
each of the sleeves, in one sleeve it says Iron Maiden, and then the other sleeve it's Number of the Beast, and it has a hood, so it's a hoodie. So
Cool, cool. It is
I
already, yeah.
yeah, it's really cool, and it's very unique because it was sold in a surf slash skateboard fashion store, that so it was made for skateboarders to wear. But me, of course, I'm like, that's Iron Maiden, man, and that's a cool hoodie, and it's white. That's very rare. So
Ye-
I bought it, of course, and I still have it. I'm never gonna let that go because it's a rare item. And I know that it was cool because I wore that thing to NAM, the NAMM, the music conference here in Anaheim,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
could tell people were looking at my thing, were like, whoa, they're like, hey, they like they had a second look. So I'm like, yeah, 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 I know it's rare. So yeah, I like that shit.
So okay, speaking of shirts, what's your oddest rock shirt or metal or rock shirt, would you say?
Odd.
Like
Huh.
like like nothing along the mainstream metal or rock shirt groove, right? Like really a little bit off or out of that totally.
I have I have a shirt of Buena Vista Social Club. That's one of my favorite shirts,
Hmm.
and that's like
Hmm.
Cuban music. That's totally different. But I like I said, I
Oh, but
like
they're
I
amazing, man.
oh yeah, they're amazing. That's why I have the shirt. And you don't really, it's not every day that you get the shirt of a band like that, because it's music from the 50s, and it's only the people in the know will understand. It's like, oh yeah, I know that band, that they're cool. So I like that shirt.
Yeah, it's a
And
totally different world, man. Latin music.
yeah, totally different world, but it's still a rock shirt to me because the design is really cool. It's the album
Di ba?
cover, and in big bold letters, Buena Vista Social Club. So it's cool. It's cool.
That's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool. Yeah. I had a Hendrix shirt. Okay, so Hendrix, right? It's like
yeah,
it's within the realm of mainstream rock shirt, classic rock shirt,
yeah.
thereabouts. But he was playing a Nighthawk, a Gibson Nighthawk, which is even in Google Images, you rarely find
What is a
Jimmy playing a Gibson Nighthawk.
what is a Nighthawk? Wait,
A
let's.
Gibson a Gibson Nighthawk is like yeah, you can Google it. Yeah,
I'll do it right
it's
now
like
so I know the
an odd
Gibson
Les
Nighthawk.
Paul slash SG slash weird Epiphone. You know,
Oh, I see it. That's a cool body.
yeah,
That's a cool body. I like that.
yeah. So you don't really see Jimmy playing that, right? So
No,
so I
not
was
at
flaunting
all.
it around. Okay, I overgrew it. Yeah, the shirt. But you walk around and the people say, "Okay, Hendrix," and then they take a second. They do a second take, right, looking at your
Yeah,
shirt
yeah,
because they they notice the guitar is not a strap, right? It's always
yeah,
a strap
yeah.
or a V, right, with Jimmy. So
Dude, I have so many shirts, man. I have so many shirts in my wardrobe, dude. And they're all, there are a lot of them are rock shirts, of course. But I don't have how should I say? I started with the rock shirts. I started collecting tour shirts, instead of just going
full
out
shirts,
to,
yeah.
yeah, instead of going out to, to Hot Topic or wherever those shirts are, like on Hollywood Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the designs are great, but it's not one of a kind. A tour shirt is a one of a kind. They only sell it at the show. So that's my thing now. And
And that's the granddaddy. Yeah, that's the granddaddy of rock shirts. Yeah,
yeah, tour shirts, man. Those
it all
they have
started from rock.
value,
It all
man.
started from tour shirts. Yeah,
Dude, I have
yeah.
Audio Slave from 2003. Shit. 2003, but
Nice.
no, not 2000. No, I'm sorry. Audio Slave was 2003. I think it was 2005, maybe. But anyway, um, I
I have a
love.
1983 U.S. Festival original shirt,
Oh, really? Where'd you get
dude.
that?
It's like super faded already, and it's the only thing I don't give out to the laundry. I have to wash it myself and really take care of it because it's so faded now. And some of the band's names at the back, you can't see them anymore.
Yeah.
That was the time Van Halen came out, right? With this, and then Ozzy came out with Jake first time, and then Motley Crue came out. Yeah, that was a historic U.S. festival among all U.S. festivals.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that
83.
was 83. That was 3 days, right?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and
Man.
then Quiet Riot was also first time for Quiet Riot.
Yeah.
It was an amazing lineup, man. Diba?
Yeah, even like the Clash played
It
that
was
one,
it was
right?
the time when, yeah, yeah, and even what you call this, VH Eddie, right, Van Halen.
Uh-huh.
I think that was before they really had it. You know, they had to split with DLR, right? That was it. That was it. Record, the pre-recording and recording period of '84 album.
Yeah.
That was really monumental. Yeah, yeah.
That
People
was
want to buy it. These kids. You mentioned Kanina that skateboard thing. Okay, you could probably um, explain it to me better because, like I said, I work now in a building full of these young kids, right? And
uh-huh.
they're all a mix of they're all a mix of they wear they're into skateboard outfit, they're into a ska outfit, like new ska or new reggae or whatever you call it, and then for us, I think, like you said, your shirt, you found your Iron Maiden hoodie there, and so whenever I come in every morning, they look at me and they say cool, they react, I think in a positive way,
Hmm.
and for them, we're like freaking collector items, man. Like in human form. Parang okay, here he is.
No, I get it. I get
I
it.
don't know.
Yeah, you're
It's
like
a
you're
weird,
like
it's a weird
yeah.
time. Yeah.
No, you're like the novelty guy, man. You're like the cool, because they know that you're older, but you're still cool. You're approachable. Even though they don't understand it. What you're being yourself, so they see that. This is what you like. This is what you are. Which what those for me those rock shirts they represent that. they really represent the one who wears it, especially if it's a real fan who wears the Rock shirt, because every now and then we see all these fashion people or Hollywood people wearing a shirt like Slayer, and they have that they have no idea who the fuck the shirt that they're wearing. You can spot a fake. You can spot a poser is what
Yeah,
I'm
look,
trying
I
to
mean,
say.
look, remember when first Avengers came out, and then Tony Stark was wearing the Never Say Die Black Sabbath album shirt.
Right. Yes.
Everybody's
I
like,
I have I have
all of us who are aware, like, what the fuck, what I'm
yeah,
gonna
dude.
do,
I
huh?
I have the same shirt, man. I have that shirt, dude. I'm like, ooh, that's my
Same
shirt.
here, same here, same
Yeah,
here.
man. And see, those are the kinds of shirts that I like. I don't really like, if it's gonna be a Black Sabbath shirt, it has to be really unique. And usually, I get my rock shirts at Hot
Mm.
Topic. This it's a store for like teenagers, gamers, anime fans, and all of that, and rock people, because the shirts that they sell there
Mm.
are there for a limited time, and whatever stock there is, that's it.
Mm.
So it is a limited edition
That's it.
run
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah. I
sorts,
know.
and there's only, and I'm the size
Mm.
medium, and there's only so much medium in one design. So if you don't get it, then you don't get it. There have been so many really
Mm.
cool designs that I couldn't get, because the medium, which is a popular size here, um it always runs out. So, but I've had a few. um I have a nice Led Zeppelin shirt that I found, and
Mm.
it's very rare. Yeah, I love rock shirts, man. Galing.
Nice,
Nice,
nice.
nice topic, dude.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's my kitchenware, man. That's my number one kitchenware. I don't care what they say. That's my kitchen uniform. Di ba?
Actually, yeah, actually, see, my friend Jamie Wilson. Do you know Jamie personally? Have you met?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We met.
Okay.
We the last time I saw him was when April's wedding, I think.
Oh, okay. Right, right. So anyway, he's
Mm.
been doing some projects out of town, like a production manager, I think. And
Mm.
whoever he has photos of himself, and whoever he finds on set who's wearing a rock shirt, because he's always wearing a rock shirt. Then he'll find someone like one of the cameramen or one of the crew was wearing a Rolling Stone shirt, and he was wearing a I don't know what he was wearing, but it was a rock shirt for sure. And yeah, he's been
Yeah,
he's
he's
been
been
doing
putting like a
that.
series of that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's cool, man. There's it's like when you wear a shirt, if especially if you're a real fan, that means that you really like that
Mm.
band or whoever's on that shirt, because that's a big, look at the design on your thing. It's the whole shirt, diba? These rock shirts, it's the whole shirt that
Yeah,
the
yeah.
design is on, you know.
Hmm. And there's a reason why it's black, right?
Yeah, man.
The shirt is just black. Yeah. The only thing that changes is what the band, the image, the
Yeah.
album, whatever, the year. But it's always the black shirt, right?
Yep. It's always a black shirt, man.
I, I just did a screenshot of us. I'm gonna send it to Jamie now to show him the shirts.
Yeah, man.
So where do you stand with this? Okay, where do you stand? I don't know if I asked you this already. Where do you stand with this? People wearing rock shirts that they know nothing about. They're not even rock fans. Remember before there was a Kardashian thing, a big hoopla about that before. They were
Yeah.
wearing ACDC or Metallica or
Yeah,
something. I don't know.
fuck them, pare.
Diba?
It's badui pa. For me, it's really cheap because I know for and people who are like us who wear rock shirts, that kind of mentality, that kind of person, they know because our rock shirts
Mm,
are valuable to us. So when we see someone who's like,
mm.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that you that you like Slayer enough to wear a shirt of Slayer. For me, I don't believe it.
Tama.
I don't believe it. It's like, where's the proof? If you listen to Slayer,
I
it
find it
doesn't.
blasphemous, man.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good word
It's
to describe
blasphemy,
it.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, sacrilegious. Yeah. Kasi to us, it's like, it's almost religion, right? It's something unexplainable. Our connection and attachments to this music, to this group of individuals, to their minds and works, right? And they're represented by a symbol called a rock shirt. And then these people just wear it like it's, I don't know, like a piece of 7-Eleven bag or whatever.
I know,
Diba?
man. Yeah, it's like they wear it as an accessory. It's not an accessory. It's the main fucking,
No, it's not.
it's the main attraction, man. you know, it's
Yeah,
not
it's
the, you know,
right, right. You nailed it.
dude, when I was in,
It's not a Paris Hilton dog.
yeah, yeah, exactly. When I started college, so that was only thing I would wear were rock shirts. So I'd go to class in
Mm,
Guns N' Roses or a Tesla shirt or Def Leppard.
mm.
I actually still have my Def Leppard shirt from 1988. I still have it.
Very cool.
It's been retired for maybe it's been retired for a long time already, for maybe 20 years, and but it's still
What
there.
album?
Hysteria.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Steve Clark pa yun, right? That's still
Yeah,
Steve
Steve.
Clark. He was still
Hell
alive.
yeah. Steve Steeman. That guy was so cool, man. The way he
Mm.
played his guitar so low, like Jimmy Page. Man. And then running around the stage.
Oh yeah, it was very Page. It was very Page. Mm. Yeah, he OD'd. That's what happened, right?
No, he drank himself to death, man. It was a sad ending
Mm.
to a sad story. The gist of that
Mm.
story was he never got the approval of his father, even though, he
Mm.
was,
Wow.
yeah, I mean, they
Sounds
were
like
rock
sounds
stars.
like my life.
Oh shit.
Mm.
But he was a rock star.
Di ba?
He was a rock star, man. When Hysteria hit,
Mm.
Pour Some Sugar on Me, all of that. Oh my God, they were on top of the world, man. They were
Mm.
my favorite band for that year. Them and Guns N' Roses.
Wow.
Yeah.
During the first few, shall we say, citywide or provincial concerts we had when I was with my band, my first band. Of course, it's a rock slash metal band. Um, it was either the singer, our singer, or me wearing that Joe Elliott, what's it called? Union Jack shirt, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You didn't wear the
The UK
shorts,
flag
man.
thing. Yeah. Yeah, I was wearing shorts the whole time. I just, ripped off my maongs back then, except when I was in the VH band. When I was in my VH bands, of course, I had to wear the VH thing with the leather patches on the jeans. It's like super,
Oh
super
yeah, yeah,
1984 slash Mean Streets look, di ba?
yeah.
Fair Warning, mga ganyang album, yung mga looks, yeah. But my hair was strangely, like really, remember I was really active back then. So my hair was Steve Perry, like, with the long hair at the back, the
Oh,
siete thing here
it was
by
a
the
it was a
ears.
mullet. You had a mullet.
Yeah, it was more of a Chrissy Hind than a mullet. It was between Chrissy Hind and a mullet, something like
Oh,
that.
okay, 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 okay. So
Yeah,
so so
yeah,
it was a little shaggy.
but without hair products. Little shaggy, but hair products, of course. Yeah, and then Live Aid came out, right? Live Aid came out, and
Oh
I
my
saw
god.
this jam with Madonna singing and Steve Stevens playing guitar.
Oh
They
yeah,
were singing "Revolution" by the Beatles, right?
yeah, and with
Puta,
the
and
with
then
the
I saw
no with
guitar
the
solo.
with the Thompson twins, yun, pare.
Yeah, 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 and then Steve Stevens, during his entire solo, he was actually tiptoed. He was doing tiptoes right on the stage. Like, what the fuck is this? I've never seen anything like this, right?
Yeah,
Like he was. It was more than it's more than a Pete Townsend for me. It was more than an Angus Young move for me. And that small millisecond or a few seconds of tiptoeing the stage.
yeah.
And then, so what I actually did was when I attended my prom, I wore a tux and I had my hair up like Steve Stevens, so
Oh
super
my god.
hairspray, and all my fingernails were black. Yeah,
Oh
and I
my
had
god.
eyeliners, and I was barefoot, right? Tuxedo barefoot, like super. Parang ano ba to? Metal o Beetlejuice? Parang ganun di ba? So
Oh my god. Did you have a date?
yeah, yeah. No, I mean, no, man. Every time, okay. This was also a topic yesterday with with my coworkers, and they said because they always do parties, right? These young kids. And I said, when I was young, I never went to these parties, and even if I did, I would just sit at the corner there, and I would be the highest person in the block, or not even in the
Yeah.
room. I would be the highest. I would make sure I would be the highest person in the fucking block. So yeah, that's my answer. Did I go out to the dates? And okay, I'm so high I couldn't probably entertain a date. It would be so unfair.
Oh my god. Are you in Manila?
I am talking to you now from Makati.
Oh, nice. So, have you been
Yeah,
vaccinated?
I'm waiting for my SMS from the local government after I filled up online a
Ah, okay.
form.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Which vaccine is this?
Man, I have no idea what they have in Las Piñas.
Oh, okay.
I don't care anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm just
I
I'm
have I
just
have a
curious.
building here of believers and non-believers.
Oh my god. Non-believers. That's so
Yeah,
crazy, pare.
people. Yeah, dude, I'm right in the middle of Burgos and Burgos Street, right here in LGBT slash um, Lady Walker, Night Walker capital of
Oh
Manila,
yeah,
right? O
man.
Makati, right? So, and man, man, maybe 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, they're not wearing masks.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, big shit. Yeah,
That sucks, man. But
and in my building here, so that sucks. Yeah, I'm in a building here because part of my deal with work is housing, right? So I don't have to commute or take a grab every day from Las Piñas. So they got me a unit here in Makati, and I found out later, like 2 weeks later, that the building I'm staying in is a quarantine building for OFWs,
uh-huh.
and there's 83 of them here in this building with
Oh
me.
my god. Oh my god.
Yeah. So I don't touch elevator buttons anymore, man. It's like fucking use a lighter or use a keychain or whatever.
Yeah, man. Oh, you have to wear gloves, dude,
You-
when you're in there, dude. But anyway,
No, I don't. I just don't touch anything. That's it.
yeah. But anyway, the speaking of Burgos in that area, there's a lot of good food there, man.
Used to
Especially
be. Used to be pre-pandemic. Used to be.
what happened? Were there closures?
Wala na. They're closed, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah, pandemic, man. I'm saying 98.5 or something closed, right?
Oh my god. Really?
Yeah,
So is filling station closed?
I think it is. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Uh, yeah, there's a lot of closed. I mean, even a lot of these fantastic Middle Eastern restaurants, they're
Oh
closed.
yeah, pare. How about that Japanese restaurant, the big one, the the big sprawling one that has the Japanese curry. You know that
Here in
one.
Poblacion,
No, in ano,
no,
in Makati Ave.
what's the name?
Ah, gosh.
Makati Ave.
Yeah, Makati Ave, but
I
near
wouldn't know. I'm here in near Burgos.
yeah, it's near Burgos. It's like Makati Ave and then Burgos is on the right, if you're coming from Makati. And
Mm.
uh and then yeah, it's on the left side and it's a Japanese restaurant. I remember that. I remember there was also
Is that the one? Is it the one along Hussein's, right beside Hussein's Kebabs?
yes,
The
that
super
one.
old Japanese restaurant,
Yes, that one.
like a
That
one
one.
level house looking thing.
Yes, yes,
I think it's still
exactly.
there, but I don't think they're open. I
Wow.
don't think they're open because only the ones with outdoor seatings can open. Outdoor dining things right
Ah,
now.
okay.
Um, you, you can do 100% of outdoor since June 1, and I think 30% of indoor, diba?
Hmm.
So those who can sustain it, you have to pay rents, inventories, manpower, utilities. If you can sustain your business, kasi 30% ka lang eh. Why bother opening, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's the
You have
sad reality.
you have to pay for the staff and all of that just for 30%.
Yeah, not only that, these expensive places like BGC, diba? That's Ayala
Oh
owned, and
yeah.
so hence it's not cheap. There's a lot of I think it totals to a lot of places in BGC. It totals to, especially the Mega World owned places, like 14 months advance or something like that, or 8 months advance. Diba sa apartment, when you get an apartment, it's 2 months advance, 2 months deposit, ganyan.
Yeah.
And these places are like 8 to 14 months advance. Like, you lost money already, you haven't opened yet, right?
Holy shit, pare. Oh my
Yep,
god.
yep, yep, yep. the- it's not easy being in the food business, man.
Wow. And you know,
And a lot of people are realizing it the hard way.
wow. And that's really aside from, seeing my friends, reuniting with friends, the food scene is what I look forward to when I go to the Philippines. But now it's like, it it's like you said, 98.5. It's like, wow, they've been decimated. That's decimated, man. Um
No,
and-
98.5 here in Burgos population area.
oh yeah,
In
yeah,
other
yeah.
places, hindi naman.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Yeah.
like for example, last time we spoke, I was on my way to Binondo, right?
Right.
So I went to Binondo, and you know, I brought along a friend. I want to show him around. Wala, pare, it's useless. I couldn't do the same tour I did with you back then.
Oh my god.
Kasi, a lot of these places are like open, but there's no dine-in, right? So you're buying it and getting it from in a supot, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to eat in the sidewalk holding a supot, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean it's the same here. But they've started opening indoor, but 50%. Some are 100% already, um, because the vaccination rate is high. But there are still people who are just hard headed with vaccines. I Oh my, it's just weird.
Oh yeah.
But like a lot of restaurants have closed. Uh, yeah, man. I don't know how it's gonna be weird, man. It's like the comeback, and then people are gonna want to. I've been watching movies in the theater, but since a lot of people are still wary of going to the theater,
Mm.
the movies I've been watching, it's practically empty. It's like me and maybe two other parties in the two other couples, and the theater's empty, and I'm watching this movie in the theater, and it's just ibang klaseng theater, man. It's just something else when you're there, and the sound system is is
Mm.
is 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 just it's just intense and clear, and it makes everything great, man. It just doesn't compare when you during quarantine. We've watched movies streaming, but
Mm.
going back to the theater, it's like, wow, you know it's really something else. And it's been cool because I've been seeing, like I said, these movies in empty theaters, which is cool, man. It's so nice when you have the theater to yourself.
What What was the last one you watched? What was the last
Uh
movie you watched
Shit. The
in a
last
theater?
in the theater, I saw the Angelina Jolie one in the theater. Uh, Those Who Wish Me Dead. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Don't you wish me dead? Yeah, yeah.
no, yeah, it's okay.
It's still bitin. It's still bitin though. I feel it's bitin. It's bitin, right? It's like parang
Did you
what?
see it? Did
That's
you
it.
watch?
That's
Did
what
you?
happened. Kulang, parang
Oh,
gano'n.
did you watch
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
did. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's like, but then what else can you do? It's a forest fire, everything burns. So
That was a cool thing. I don't know if that's CGI or some parts of it they really did set fire, to a forest. Parang galing,
I don't know, man. I couldn't tell. I
or
mean,
I don't know how they did it.
no,
I mean, that's freaking illegal, right?
yeah, man. And you can't just start a fire ban for a movie, dude. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
that's all
We're from
CGI for sure.
Hollywood. We're paying.
And here it's summer again. Summer starting, and that's when it's
Wow,
fires. When it's fire season again, and hopefully
that's right.
the crazy people don't set fire to these places, man, because these trees that are thousands of years old have been lost in the last year um, of forest fires here in California, and these are like
Mm.
sequoias. These are giants,
Wow, redwoods.
skyscrapers,
Yeah, yeah.
and thousands of years old, and they were burned to the ground, lost forever, man. I mean, of course,
That's sad, man.
the forest will always regrow, but those trees,
Mm.
which were thousands of years old, were just gone in a flash. Literally a flash
Mm.
of fire.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
some stupid idiot decided to. But some of it is on purpose, but some of it is also accidental, and it's just
Some of them is natural, right? Which is a way of nature,
yeah,
like the
some of it
Amazon,
is. Yeah,
diba?
some of it is natural, like especially like a lightning strike. That's what
Mm.
happened there in that movie.
Mm.
Those who wish me dead. It was they were running away. Spoiler alert: they were running away from lightning strikes.
No, I mean, I was in a town near the Amazon when during the Amazon fire, and it was sad, man. It was really sad, you know.
Oh shit!
Yeah, yeah. That same year I was there. Yeah, that same week or month. Yeah,
Oh my god! After or before?
during during
Holy shit! What were you doing there?
I was researching food, man. I was doing my annual, country national food of other countries. Like hands on, face to face, not Googled, not Wikipedia, hands on.
Nice. When was this?
Uh, it was 19, right? Amazon fire, the huge one.
Is that when you came to the States also? No, that's a different trip, right?
No, the States thing was so long ago, man. That was 10. It
Oh
was
wow.
11 years ago already. Last time
Dude, you
when
gotta
when
come back, man. We gotta.
yeah, I know,
Shit, man.
I know.
Food trip, pare.
Oh, remember when we met? We met at that hole in the wall strip mall. Well, it says hole in the wall in a strip mall, Mexican cantina.
Oh gosh. Uh,
I still have the photo. I think I sent it to you. I'll find it somewhere.
yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need my memory refreshed on that one. Um, 2010, man. Shit. Oh my god. Um, there's it's weird. Well, in here in Orange County, there wasn't a lot of closures. I guess because like yeah, like a Chinese restaurant like Samu, they have a loyal
Mm.
following that will always order their Chinese food from that place. So even though it's just takeout during the pandemic, they'll survive. But it's the mom and pop stores, especially the ones that were the businesses that had just started right before the right before the pandemic, and they got caught right there as they were starting their business. Oh my god, that must have been. Oh, I can't. I just feel fortunate that you know nothing. You know, I kept myself and the people around me safe during the pandemic, and even during now, it's still a pandemic. It's still going on, and yeah, man.
But how's the dining scene there in OC
Well, like I said,
now?
yeah, now it's like there's a lot of indoor. It's mostly indoor now, uh, because they really uh, made a point of the vaccinations. It was like a mega vaccination
Mm-hmm.
event here in California, man. Especially the first ones who got it were the frontline workers, nurses, doctors, and all of that, firemen, police, whatever, what have you. And then next up were seniors, 65 and over, and then I got a chance to do it because I'm a caregiver, and so
Mm.
I got both. By the end of March, I was fully vaccinated already. So I was fortunate to
That's
get,
cool.
yeah, to get that. Very fortunate, man. And so
How many shots?
now,
2 shots?
yeah, 2 shots, 2 weeks in between, and now
Mm.
the the situation now with the vaccines is that now everyone knows. Now we all know that all the old people here in California, I'm just talking locally, California, have been vaccinated because now there's you can get the vaccine anywhere already now for free in the grocery. If your grocery
Mm.
store has a pharmacy, they're giving away COVID-19 vaccines. It's already available like a flu shot. You know, which is great.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, which is great. And now
Link.
that they have so much supply of the Pfizer, is that they're going to start giving, I think, 1 billion doses around the world because there's so much supply of it. So the
And it
administration is giving,
expires.
and it expires. That's why they're giving it away, uh, which is great too.
Mm.
It's like there- there's no it's
Mm.
I don't want to make it political that it's Biden who's doing it, but it is his administration that's doing it. They're sharing the vaccine instead
Mm.
of instead of trying to make a profit. And I'm sure if the last president was still president now, oh my god, I can't imagine what would be happening now if Trump was still up there. It would have been it would be mayhem by now.
Well,
I'm
good
sure.
riddance, right?
Yeah, good riddance,
Mm.
really. But the food scene, it's coming back. Los Angeles was the one that was really hit because first of all, it's
Mm.
really expensive there. It's so expensive to live there.
Mm.
The homeless situation, homeless people is not even at a breaking point anymore. It's already broken. It's already it's already it's like it's like unsolvable. It's like there's no end at the light of there's no light at the end of the tunnel. And that's so bad, man. And like I haven't been to
Yeah.
LA
Then the
since
tunnel collapsed.
oh my god, yeah. I haven't been to Los Angeles even way before the pandemic started, maybe 2 months before the lockdown.
No?
That was the last time I was there. And I could just you could see tents on the sidewalk everywhere you drive. There's a tent here, tent there. There's a row of tents, and now it's just has ballooned exponentially and out of control, and they're everywhere. And I don't I don't want to go to Los Angeles because I don't want to see. Oh my God, you know. So I'm gonna just stay here in Orange County and enjoy the food here. But but I did find, dude. I found my favorite sandwich. My favorite restaurant sandwich.
Which is?
It's called. It's served at a place called R&D Kitchen. R&D
Okay.
Kitchen.
Yeah.
And it's
Research and
called,
development. Yeah.
yeah. Is that what it means? Okay, cool. And they have
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
on their
Kitchen
they
chefs do that. We do R&D.
okay.
So it's
So
probably a play on that. A play on that. Yeah.
they have a small menu, maybe 15 items at the most, you know. And they have something called Ding's crispy chicken sandwich. Oh my God.
Okay.
That is my favorite sandwich. My favorite restaurant sandwich. It's 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 on it's a deep fried chicken sandwich breast, and
Mm-hmm.
with the crunchy, with the crunchy crunch. And
Right.
they make this coleslaw. They make this really good coleslaw, and it's there on the sandwich. And then there's a slice of Swiss cheese, and what else? Maybe something else. And the bread, there's butter on top. It's coated with butter
Mm.
and toasted, and it's dude.
Is it a burger bun? Is it a
It's a
burger
burger
bun
bun.
shaped thing?
It's a burger bun. It's probably
Mm.
I'm guessing it's
So
a
it's a
brioche.
brioche.
Yeah, it's a brioche. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Cool. Yeah.
it's so fucking delicious, man. It's my favorite sandwich. And then I also found. Uh, do you remember that in 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 S was it Schumart SM in Makati, where that not Dulcinea but the other one, there was a restaurant in, I'm not sure if it's SM Makati or Rustan's, but it was like a French
Mm.
kind of French restaurant, and it was like a really small
Yeah, I know
one,
what you
like,
mean. Yeah,
you know,
white, and yellow. Yeah.
yes, and they had the
Yeah.
best chicken salad sandwich, man.
Hey, sisters and brothers, I have a new sponsor, my friends Gary and Marilu from alkalinewatersogood.com. They are international Kangen water distributors. Kangen water is delicious water created from Enagic's innovative water technology. Enagic is a 56-year-old Japanese company with 40 offices in 23 countries, including an office in Manila and 8 offices in the US. And it is the leading manufacturer of alkaline ionizers and water filtration machines in the world. Not only do these devices filter your tap water, but they also produce ionized alkaline and acidic waters through electrolysis. These waters can be used for various purposes, including drinking, cooking, beauty, and cleaning. Can you imagine never buying bottled water again? The plastic in bottled water often contains BPA and other chemicals which are proven to be hazardous to your health. And how much fun is it lugging cases of it from the market, recycling it, and plastic is an environmental nightmare. According to Gary, it's also a great way to add an additional income stream. He's been selling machines for over 12 years internationally, and everyone needs the healthiest water in the world. So, folks, if you have any questions about Kangen water, check out their website at alkalinewatersogood.com. That's alkalinewatersogood.com. Or you can email them at gary@garyballin.com.
And then
Yeah, I remember that. I forgot
you
the
rem-
name. Yeah, but I
you remember
remember
that.
the chef was my friend.
Oh, really? You remember that chicken sandwich, right?
I
The
remember
chicken
that. I
salad
remember that.
sandwich. So anyway,
Mm, mm.
here in there's this store called Bloomingdale's. I'm sure you know Bloomingdale's. They have a cafe and restaurant
Mm.
in the store, and their chicken salad sandwich there tastes exactly like the one there in Rustan's in that one. I'm like, oh, but of course it's twice the size. It's California size. So, but it reminded me of it. It was like, wow, that's it, man. That's like the one, you know, like the one in from my childhood days. Shit.
One of my I had one of my fantastic, probably in my top five, top 10 sandwiches in my life was there in LA, and I think it was Alameda, along Alameda.
Uh huh.
It's Philippe, the original. Have you heard of them? And it's a French dip sandwich. So it's like a roast beef sandwich. It is a roast beef sandwich
Oh yeah, yeah,
with
yeah,
smothered onions, and then they put it inside the bread, and then they dip the whole thing in super beef broth thing, and it's dripping,
yeah,
including the bread, including the bun.
yeah, yeah. I
It's so
know.
messy and it's like French onion soup in bread form.
Oh
Damn,
shit.
Di ba?
Oh my
That's
god.
food, man. That's food. That's real food. Di ba?
Shit,
And there's
man.
like four of them fighting who's the original along that strip. Yeah, galing, galing.
Yeah.
Just
So
just
so
like just like
anyway.
there's two guys in yeah, in Tel
No, go
Aviv
ahead.
fighting for who's the original hummus guy and falafel guy. There was like, and they're like almost across each other, and and they're both fantastic, right? I think Bourdain covered in one of his shows.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Bourdain, there's going to be a documentary coming out um, based on Bourdain. Well, not yeah, based on him. And
Yeah,
yeah,
I saw the title and I was pissed when I saw the title because that was when I was, again, in my pharmaceutically enhanced childhood or teenage years. One of I made a TV series, right? It's called the Roadrunner series, right?
right.
And then now I see the Bourdain show is Roadrunner.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Okay lang, okay lang. But mine was a little bit more X-File. Mine was a little bit more X-File-ish, right? Like these guys were like, this artist, and then he works in an ad agency, parang yun ang bida guy in my TV series thing, and then he's with this girl, and they were trapped when they went out of the parking lot. Suddenly the sky was flashing green lightning all over, and it was so hot. Cars are blowing up because of the heat. Like super apocalypse in the thing. And
Yeah.
then end of that episode, parang TV series eh. End of the episode was they were trapped inside the photocopier. So it was freaking like it was really like stoner X Files thing.
Oh my god. Is that anywhere online?
No, that's my original thing. I wrote that when I was in, I don't know, high school or college or no,
Oh,
X
okay.
Files. Before X, no, before X Files, before X Files. I think college or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I never wasted my stoned days and nights, man. I always did something. I had to write something. I had to play something,
Uh-huh.
or whatever, or draw something, or paint something. Then the following morning, I'll wake up and said, "Fuck, I did that. What I'm gonna do?" I was like, "Okay." I wouldn't just stand by, and then just watch cars go by like a dog with his head out the car window.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, going
Anyway, we
back
survived,
to
right?
yeah, going back to me turning 50. So I had
Yeah.
to the last time when we were speaking on Messenger, um I had to alter my diet a bit uh because
Mm.
I have high blood pressure, and I have to try my best to
Wow.
minimize that thing. It's hereditary. Um,
Mm.
and a lot of one big factor is meat, as meat, red meat. So I really had to stop eating meat for the most part, especially during the lockdown. Um, there was nothing to do, nowhere to go. There was only takeout, so uh, it would be just burgers and pastrami sandwiches, and so I'm like, I gotta stop doing that, and I guess I gotta start exercising, and um
Mm.
and yeah. So I haven't, I stopped the burgers, no more pastrami sandwiches for a long time, and then if it's there, I don't need it. And so yeah, so and then I switched to basmati rice, to lessen the sugar and whatnot. So I have altered my diet a bit, and it's cool, man, because there's a lot. That's a thing here in the States. There's a lot of options, and they try to make it as tasty as
Hmm.
possible. So so
Yeah.
far, that's my.
So far, it's working.
Well, yeah, I've been also, I have started um, walking, like 3 mile walks every day, um, and as every day as I possibly can. So if there's nothing that day that's important enough for me to miss a walk, I'm gonna walk.
Mm.
So so I'm just I've altered my lifestyle a bit, and it's
Hmm.
not just and for me it's not just a passing thing anymore that I might give up. It's gonna be, this time around, it's gonna be more of my lifestyle, if that makes any sense. Part of my
Mm.
life, actually. Not I'm not just doing this to lose weight. I'm actually doing this to live longer, you know and or
Mm. Yeah.
just live a healthy life, and
Live better.
yeah, live
Live
better,
better. Yeah.
you know and the one of the good things about it is that, uh like, Indian food is really good. So so
Hmm.
there's not
Very
a lot.
good.
It's
Mm.
very good, and there's not a lot of meat in those dishes, especially. And you recommended some, like, what was that, the lentils, the dal, that's pretty good.
Yes. That's amazing. That's amazing. All pulses and grains. This old world. We have to remember that the old world diet, all the diets of the old world, and their cuisines and their ingredients are far more, um, not only sustainable, not only safer for the ecology, economy, also in a foot to the grounds, feet on the ground sense. Sa atin, all of us, right? I mean, we were really built for, like, you can see our teeth, right? Our teeth, our bodies. We're standing up. We don't really have fur to survive winters and shit like that. So
Yeah.
we're really like plant eaters, man. I mean, I'm not saying promoting like everybody should go vegan.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is widen your approach to food, right? Open your eyes to, like, I mean, okay, not everybody has a Bible or would dare touch a Bible, but if you look at it, all the food mentioned there during that time, and I'm saying this for historical purposes, not for religious purposes, are all old world grains and pulses, and breaking bread. I mean,
Yeah.
flatbreads, right?
Yeah.
Unleavened bread. So there's no sugar, there's no yeast, right? So it's basically, uh, and it's whole wheat, right? I mean, there was nothing
Yeah.
processed back then,
Yeah.
and dals and lentils and chickpeas and mung beans and kidney beans. I mean, and corn, of course. The American Indian corn varieties are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many beautiful grains out there, man, and they're like, a lot of them are 20 times higher in protein than meat. Weight per weight.
Cool, man.
Like a kilo of beef versus a kilo of garbanzos. I mean, there's 20 times more protein in a kilo of garbanzos than beef, right?
Yeah, that's right. So
Yeah. And then you
what's a good simple thing you can tell me I can do with garbanzos?
Yeah, man, get a blender and make some hummus, man.
In
Right?
yeah,
Diba? It's way better than mayo, right? I mean,
no, yeah, no, yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
compare mayo and hummus, I mean, that's like, man, that's like Jimi Hendrix versus I don't know, like one guy from One Direction, something like that. But really, you don't even have to compare. Parang,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
diba?
yeah. So like I get a can of garbanzos, drain it or what? Put it in the blender.
Drain
Just
it, but don't throw away
the liquid.
the liquid in the can. Save it,
Uh-huh.
and I'll tell you later. And I think these canned ones always have the garbanzos with their skin still on, so you
Yeah.
have to remove the skin. That you have to throw away, and then the peeled chickpeas, you toss them in a blender with olive oil, garlic, lemon juice. You can zest some lemons in there as well. Maybe a teaspoon of tahini, which is sesame paste, white sesame paste, and then
Tahini.
salt, pepper, and a huge chunk. Yeah, and a huge chunk. Man, tahini is like, wow, that's like the Marlon Brando of peanut butters, man. It's like amazing.
Oh, really?
Grabe.
Tahini?
Parang if peanut butter was yeah, if peanut butter was like, I don't know, Denzel Washington, the tahini is like Marlon Brando or one of those guys, right? Up there.
Holy shit.
Robert De
It,
Niro, siguro, ganon.
wait, is that the
Yeah,
brand or is that the
that's the
what's
product. It's a white sesame seed paste.
oh gosh, where can I find that in the
Yeah,
Asian
yeah.
store?
Asian stores, man. You can buy it in Whole Foods. You can buy it in Asian stores. It's so popular. I mean, everybody's doing
Oh,
hummus, right? So, and then you throw in a lot of parsley and you blitz it, and then it's really up to you to personalize it. Like, you want it tangy or you want it more nutty. Not
Yeah.
you add more tahini, garlicky, more garlic, more. You want it pesto-ish, you add basil instead of parsley. It's really up to you.
Ah. There's a restaurant
Yeah.
here, Mediterranean style. It's called Panini Grill, and they have on their
Mm.
menu they have something called the hummus trio, and it's a basket
Okay.
of pita bread and three styles of hummus, and then they have the regular one, the chickpea hummus, and then they have a red beet hummus, and they have edamame
Mm-hmm.
hummus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, the edamame
Cool.
is so
Yeah.
is so sarap, dude. The
Mm.
edamame one, the green one, the beet one is good.
You
They're
can
all
do
good.
that. They're all good. They're all good. Yeah. This colored hummus came out during the early 2000s or late 90s. When it was the time when River Cafe of London came out, where
Uh,
Jamie Oliver came out of, and
uh,
they were the ones who were doing a lot of putting Middle Eastern and Mediterranean food into a mainstream upper level restaurant scene, right, or environment. And then everybody was like trying to eat healthy because of this and that, and it was moving away from the Japanese diet, so Mediterranean diet na. And I mean, I'm happy for these trends, but then again, it just boils down to one thing: old world, right?
yeah,
Everything old world diet is amazing. It's amazing. Even Pinoy,
yeah,
old world diets of Pinoy, we were plant eaters, man. Only the
yeah,
Spaniards brought the that white pig. We had baboy damo. We had four kinds of baboy damo, right? Right. We had four different species of baboy damo, and
uh-huh.
then the Spaniards brought in the white pig and everything, and that. Yeah,
Yeah. We have what mongo.
and you have to remember, Mongo, and you have to remember, man, 600 AD, before the Spaniards arrived, two-thirds of the country was Hindu,
Yeah.
right? It was not, yeah, even the word Visayas came from a word that is Hindu, right?
Oh,
And when you speak to an Indian friend, when you speak now, if you have Indian friends, you ask them what is hey brother, what is pare, it's bai, B-A-I, right? And
uh-huh.
in the Visayas, the Visayan word for pare is bai.
Yeah. Bye. Yeah.
It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
Mm, mm.
Yeah. Interesting.
That's why we have lemongrass, turmeric, galangal. We have all these flavors and colors and annatto seeds and chili
Yeah.
um, and leaves. Yeah.
Yeah. Like my grandma used to well, my aunt now does it, paella valenciana, but and they use turmeric,
Mhm.
and it's a recipe from
Cool.
their, from where they're from in Negros. So
Nice.
yeah, and that's not Spanish, that's that's
No,
Indian
no, no.
turmeric.
That's Ayurvedic, man.
Yeah, Ayurvedic. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Ayurvedic medicine already. Yeah, yeah. I mean, okay. You've turned 50. I'm older by 4 years. There's other people, rockers around the world, listening right now, or friends of rock, friends of metal, and we're all turning that page, that 50 number. And all I can say is, as we grow older, as we grow older, um, let us just remember that our food friends are sour, hot, which is maanghang,
Uh-huh.
slimy, and that's it, right? And bitter, of course. And our enemies are sweet and salty,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
right?
yeah.
Among the flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's easier. It would be easier for everybody if they used taste or flavors as a reference to their diet rather than okay. A lot of people are doing it per ingredient, like you said. You're shifting to basmati rice and pulses of grains. Okay, but again, for me, it's just a tip. Take it or leave it. It's easier if you use that reference in a broader sense, like sweet and salty. Basically, that's bawal for
Yeah.
our age. Even for kids, right? Like potato chips or whatever that has everything. It has both sweet and salty, right?
Yeah.
Um, and then everything bitter is healthy, right? Ampalaya, all these things, right? Um, Everything slimy or mucilaginous like okra, alugbati, or any of that sort,
Uh-huh.
again, which is very Indian or Ayurvedic, is very healthy.
Yeah. Plant.
Um, Manghang is very healthy. Manghang. I mean, look at these countries with very hot cuisine. Look at them. Look at them. Look at the countries with spicy cuisine versus countries with zero spice.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, look at Sri Lanka. Look at Mexico. Look at Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore. The parts of China where it's manghang, right? Stuff like that. And then like one lemon, one lemon of vitamin C, right?
Yeah.
You compare one lemon, and then you compare one red bell pepper. The red bell pepper contains 6 vitamin C's of lemon times 6,
Wow. Really?
and that's only the one red bell pepper. Yeah, because we can't live on avoiding carbs and avoiding beef or meat alone. We have to go for vitamin C, vitamin D, B, A, and all these things naturally, not from a
Yeah.
tablet, right? And
Right.
then here comes the big bang. One chili, the Thai chili, the red chili we
Yeah.
have, that's equivalent to 20 lemons of vitamin C,
Oh my God.
right? So
Damn.
So I'd rather have one chili than fucking eat 20 lemons, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it makes life more fun, you know?
Um.
Yeah, so these
So
things, yeah, old world food, man.
and yeah, and you should please guide me on how to, because I don't want to. Uh, I want to season my food, but I don't want to use a lot of salt. I'm really trying my best to avoid salt.
Mm,
Like you said, salt and sweet, not
mm.
good.
Right,
So,
right, right.
but then I'm, in my mind and what I've seen on YouTube, the next best thing would be to cook with vinegar. So, what, what, what,
Mm.
what you have in mind?
Okay, vinegar as an acid is healthy also in certain amounts. Well, there's two sources of acids in cooking, basic sources of acid in cooking and in cuisine. And one of them are the fermented ones, which are the vinegars, right?
Mhm.
And the other side are the natural fruit acids like lemon juice, calamansi juice, quince, and whatnot, like sour strawberries or blueberries.
Yeah.
And so they have characters. The fermented ones, the vinegars, they have a darker, more looming, kind of Sabbath Aussie kind of acidity, right? And yeah, and the fruit acids are like the very bright, modern studio produced and mixed surfing with the alien Satriani kind of thing,
Okay.
right?
I
So
got it. I
both
got
are
it. Yeah.
healthy, but the effects are really different. The effects when you use them
Uh-huh.
are very, very different when it comes to flavor and smell and sense. It's one thing, right? The nose and the mouth is just basically two co-departments working together, right?
Right.
Without the nose, there's no taste.
Right.
Without the mouth crushing everything to have the atoms exploding up to the nasal cavities,
Yeah.
the nose wouldn't have anything. So they're working together. Um, So to replace salt, you use acid as one, or you use spices, right? Dried spices. A lot of people have, I mean, most people in the world. I mean, not just in this country, and it's really, really taken for granted. Dried food, right?
Uh-huh.
Dried food is. We're gonna segue to dried food now to give you an idea. We'll get back to your answers on seasoning. Um, is 5 to 10 times stronger than its fresh equivalent, right? Like for example, the chiles of Mexico. There's about 300 to 400 varieties of chiles in Mexico alone, right? That's
Right.
fresh. It's
Yeah.
not even dried. So let's say what's a common chili, Mexican chili? Jalapeno.
Yeah.
When it's fresh, it's called jalapeno. It's used differently. It looks different. It's distinct appearance. It tastes different. It smells different. It's used differently in cooking and in food. When you dry it, it becomes chipotle, right? So
Ah,
it's not
okay.
it's not jalapeno anymore. So it's a new personality, right? So
Right.
it looks different, smells different, tastes different, and it's used differently in cooking and in food.
Yeah.
So that's one aspect of drying. The other aspect of drying is those spices and those plants. Dried mushrooms are stronger in flavor, more umami than the fresh ones, with 90% water. So if you blitz in a blender or in a very strong blender or food processor and create mushroom powder, for example, of different mushroom types, you actually have a powder that you can season your food with to make it beefier, having a bigger punch to flavor without having salt.
Yeah.
That's one, which you can't achieve with fresh mushrooms. So drying things actually elevates, amplifies flavor, and creates actually a new
Ah.
a new profile of flavor that doesn't exist and never existed in its fresh equivalent. Like
Yeah.
tuyo, for example, the dried fish, right?
Right.
How can you even compare a fresh tilapia to a dried tilapia or
Yeah.
daing na
Yeah.
bangus or whatever, right? So it's a totally new world of flavor. So if you use these dried products and you make powders out of them, and then like paprika, for example, it's bell pepper, right?
Okay.
It's just bell pepper, but it doesn't
Okay.
look and taste and smell like bell pepper, right?
Ah.
Yeah. So and it gives your food a false sweetness. There are sweet spices. We categorize them as sweet, like cloves. If you want to create fake sweetness in your food or in your beverage without
Yeah.
adding sugar, that one: cloves, cinnamon, nutmeg,
Cloves.
mace. Um, Cloves are beautiful, man.
I
Cloves.
gotta.
Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without cloves.
Shit. So how can I? I want to get into cloves.
Yeah,
It's interesting to me. What can I do with that? I mean, for everyday food, whatever.
cloves are cloves. They can work alone in itself. For example,
You can
you
eat
wanna
the
make a.
you can eat the clove.
You can't eat the clove in itself. It's so powerful, man. It's just too powerful.
Okay.
It's like freaking a kryptonite of false sweetness.
Oh my god.
Um, yeah, yeah, it's super strong, amazing, amazing. I mean, nature has given us all these flavors, and we really have to look into that. I mean, not everything is a grilled rib eye. There's so much things out there.
No, that's why. That's why. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like
It's
like
like I don't. I have to think of something other than ribeye or burgers or stuff like that because I know there's
yeah,
a whole universe of flavor that's just waiting out there that's healthy at the same time. So
that's true. and sustainable, right?
And sustainable.
It has to benefit. I think, yeah, it's basically, I mean, everything we do is for our benefit. But what if we start doing actions where every action benefits not only us but also the source?
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to say here is, uh, we don't get it from a factory. We get it from a halaman, right?
Yeah.
We trim a leaf, a plant with some of its leaves. We trim it off, and when you trim a plant with its leaves, it will regrow and get bigger. So it's actually beneficial, right?
Yeah.
So where you come from, Silay or Negros or Iloilo or Bacolod, you have some of the best souring agents I have ever seen and tried in my life, like
Yeah.
Batuan,
Batuan.
Libas. Libas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You've heard of Libas, right? The huge leaf. It's a
Yeah. Yeah.
super
Yeah.
maasim leaf.
Yeah. So
And you use that for pata.
how about going back to cloves? How can I? Where can I cook cloves with, or how does that? How can I use
Okay,
cloves?
cloves. If you want to make, how can you use? Okay, put down the joint and listen to me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, cloves. Cloves. When you want to make tea, you boil a bag of tea. You throw in some cinnamon. You throw in some cloves.
Oh,
And you
okay.
can put almond milk or whatever. Like the famous chai. The chai of India, the fantastic milk tea of India.
Yeah.
And for me, that's the best milk tea in the world.
Uh huh.
That's basically cooking tea in a kawali with cloves and cinnamon. More cloves than cinnamon and star anise. Um, that's one. In drinks, you can steep it. You can make a fruit punch. You just throw in. You can make coolers with alcohol, with wine or gin or whatever,
Uh
and then
huh.
add juice and then throw in some cloves inside and some mint leaves and
Instead of
even some
sugar.
tarragon. Oh, it's beautiful, man. Yeah, and then you model it like a mojito, and then you put in the cloves, with the cloves and everything in it.
Right.
And you don't need sugar. You just put the fruits in it. You just muddle the fruits, the apples, the pears, blueberries, or whatever, the oranges, which you have a lot of in California. You're a fruit state, right?
Oh yeah, man. There's so much fruit.
There you go. Yeah. So, and if you have time to look for strange traditions in New Orleans,
Uh huh.
there was a there is it's still existing. There is a New Orleans is very upscale also in terms of dining. That they're very Frenchified. They're very Francophiles.
Yeah.
They are Francophiles. Um, and they have, but then again, they have voodoo and they hate and the Haitian thing going on and the black thing going on.
Yeah.
And they have this drink which is it's actually a health drink where an orange is studded with, I think, 70 or 40 cloves. Just
Wow.
stab it with 40 cloves, and you dunk it in rum or something, or whatever liquid you want to use, and then you boil it slowly, and then you leave it for, I think, a month, and then you have this amazing orange clove drink. And
Wow.
it's a very, I think it's 1800s. I think it was during Napoleon's time. Uh, and they found something similar in some mountains in France. So you see a connection there. Really, really strange connection.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can also make powder. You can also like get a mortar and pestle, or you get one of those that fantastic metate. You know metate, right? The fantastic mortar and pestle of the Mexicans, and then you just grind your own clove powder, and you can use it for
Ah,
stir fries, for fried rice, for chickens, for vegetables, and create a false sweetness. Instead of adding sugar to Chinese or Asian food, Use
Yeah.
cloves. Use the sweet spices.
So how will
Yep,
how
you
how
can use
how
it.
how can I use that for fried rice?
You just you make fried rice. Because there's always because the commercial Chinese fried rice always uses a pinch of sugar and chicken powder, right?
Chicken
That's
powder. Yeah.
everywhere in their dishes. All dishes. Yeah, all beef and broccoli, chicken powder and sugar. Fried rice, chicken powder and sugar. Whatever. Sweet and sour chicken, chicken powder and sugar. So
Oh
no,
my
I'm not
god.
kidding. I'm not kidding. It's
Yeah. Oh yeah.
everywhere. So instead of using those two, one is processed, one is deadly. Sugar is deadly, chicken powder is processed. Then might as well use a pinch of cloves, like ground cloves, a pinch of, put chili in there, of course, for vitamin C and for flavor. And maybe you can experiment with various types of chili because
Yeah.
there's chili. They all have different characteristics, like some are like citrusy, some are like oaky, some are like parang amoy baol, some are like very nutty, like nutmeg or even coconut smell. Yeah, all chilies have different characteristics, man, and galing personalities. Yeah, I mean it's harder than wine to study, and I think I mean, first of all, it's so maanghang. Before you can study like 20 chilies, you're already lost half your face. So
I mean, I'm still at that stage of you know uh seasoning. Trying different
mm,
things other than salt, and I
mm.
use Mrs. Dash. Mrs. Dash.
No, what's that?
Oh, you don't know that? It's like a salt substitute, and it's like a mix of all these different spices in one bottle. So when you know,
Wow.
and you can whatever sprinkle it
Mm.
on, if you're seasoning whatever, or put it on rice, and
Mm.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, my suggestion to you is basically, again, take it or leave it, right? Not just for you but for also for the listeners as well.
Yeah,
Buy a mortar and pestle, man. Buy the whole spice, or better yet, buy a 400 peso or 500 peso, which is what, like $10 less, $9. Buy a coffee grinder. The bean grinder. Put the
right.
whole the cinnamons and the cloves and the star anise in there, and the black peppers, and just create your own spice blends. Don't buy
Wow.
the dry ones. I mean, they're already dead.
Yeah.
They're already dead before you bought them.
Oh, okay, okay,
Because
okay.
the finer, yeah, because ground things like ground meat, ground pork, ground beef, ground anything,
Hmm.
they actually have more surface areas exposed to air. That means they've already lost their essence. That means
Right,
they spoil faster, right? Just like mashed
right.
potato would spoil faster than a whole potato, a whole boiled potato.
Uh huh.
So, I mean, just buy a coffee grinder, man, and just grind it yourself,
That's
right?
right. That's right. That's a really
You'll be
good.
surprised. I mean, instead of, I'm sorry, McCormick, you just lost your business.
No, that's cool with me
Di ba?
because now I have a reason to actually go out and look for those spices that are fresh and not ground, which is what is in the
Mm.
you know the kitchen cabinet. It's all this ground pepper. Oh my god, I can't stand ground pepper. I have to have the one that has a pepper grinder. That's I can't have ground
Peppermill.
pepper. Yeah, the pepper mill. Yeah,
Mm.
but yeah, that idea of a coffee grinder, that's cool. You can just mix all of them and make your own thing.
Mm. And you can dry things as well, man. I mean, now it's summer there. Just buy fruits like strawberries or blueberries if they're cheap. Like,
Uh,
let's say what's in season now, summer. You buy all the fruits, right? That's in season now.
yeah,
You
yeah,
slice them,
strawberries.
or
Yeah,
if they're small, just leave them whole.
yeah.
Yeah, you just lay them under the sun for several days, and then once they're dry, put them in your coffee grinder. Now you have a strawberry powder. Now you have a blueberry powder or an
Oh,
apple powder, and then you season your juices or you season your cream or your even feta. Even white cheese like feta or ricotta or anything. You just sprinkle these fruit powders, add a dash of honey or whatever.
uh-huh.
Oh man, that's amazing. That's so natural and so amazing.
So when you
You can
when you
dry
dry
anything.
so when you dry it under the sun, it's just exposed in the air. No, you don't put it in plastic or anything.
Yeah. No, no, no. It's gonna sweat. It's gonna create molds, fungus.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. So you just leave it out in the sun.
It has to be open. Leave it out in the
with
sun until it's wrinkled and dry and like
with the with
nadudurog, brittle.
wow. Okay, yun ah. Gosh, that's a good idea. Oh my god.
Di ba?
Cool. Yeah. Like and any eh, is this any kind of fruit? Do you think?
Yeah. Even melons, man. Even pakwan. You know.
Wow, man.
And
That
not only will it be healthier, again going back to what we were talking about earlier, dried forms of the original fresh ones
yeah,
are 5 to 10 times stronger in flavor.
yeah. Wow. Gosh, I'm excited
Diba?
already,
So
dude.
powdered strawberry, di ba? Di ba sarap, di ba? And it's
Yeah.
not even hard work. It's not
No,
hard work at all. Di
not at
ba?
all. No. Oh,
Di ba?
another thing that I have added to my diet is avocado. It's really I love it,
Mm.
and I go to this vegetarian restaurant, and it's like a how should I say more upscale. Uh, it's not a mom and pop store. It's more of a hipster kind of vibe, and it's a turo turo kind of deal. So it's behind the counter and all of that. You just point what you want. They heat it up,
Mm.
and they have an avocado salad. That's so good, man. And I can't seem to figure out what the because it has a tangy flavor, and I'm thinking it might be could it be white wine vinegar? It gives it that tangy flavor. It is vinegar,
Mm-hmm.
no?
Mm-hmm. Puede. You can, yeah. Or I don't know what kind of restaurant is it French or what nationality are they going for? What type of cuisine are they
Oh
going
no,
for?
it's American. It's Californian. You know,
So it's Californian food, right? So it's
yeah,
either citrus based vinegar
yeah,
or
citrus.
fruit
Yeah,
based
yeah.
vinegar,
Uh huh.
right? And also there are also some oils, not oils, like walnuts, almond oils, and stuff like that, which
Yeah,
has a ending note of parang after you swallow, there's like an ending note of acidity, di ba? Like,
yeah,
sometimes fats have an asim, di ba? Di ba? So that's
yeah,
it,
yeah.
Wow, nice. Yeah. So what's in it? What's in the salad?
Well, it's pieces of chunks of avocado and sliced baby tomatoes, and that's it. And then the whatever dressing it's bathed in the dressing, So there's
Hmm.
definitely,
Is
like
that
you said, the
balsamic dressing?
oils. It's not. It's not too as strong as balsamic,
It's not
man.
balsamic, huh?
It's not balsamic is
Mm-hmm.
like really strong, but it's definitely a vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm.
I'm trying to replicate it by I already bought some white wine vinegar, and maybe that's it. I don't know, but like you said, it could be a citrus based vinegar, or the oil itself could be
Mm.
tangy. I don't know, but it's really good. My
Mm.
point is, it's so good, and No, and I actually like avocado, and yeah, you can't really cook avocado, right, with heat, or can you? I don't know.
You can, you can, you can, uh, but it could oxidize. So you have to put acid. Acid is very
Ah,
important for that family, that fruit family, right? Um, they oxidize so fast, like apples, avocados,
yeah,
some melons, pears. Nice, nice, nice.
yeah, I like
Galing.
it. I like my thing now is avocado toast, and it's cool, man.
Nice,
It's
nice.
a nice healthy snack instead of you know getting a hot dog or something. I really have to avoid all of
Yeah,
those
are you
things.
avoiding eggs?
No, not at all.
Are you avoiding eggs or not really?
No,
So
no.
yeah, okay. One tip: you have an avocado toast, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you a tip, unless you're doing it already. You
Uh,
have a Teflon pan, and you have your avocado toast on your plate already, right?
right.
Okay. So instead of putting oil on your Teflon pan, right? Put water.
Okay.
Put water in your Teflon pan. Just a little bit of water, just a splash, and then crack the egg on it when it's hot, and then cover it.
Uh huh.
So that small amount of water is going to steam. It's going to steam the eggs sunny side
Ah.
up. So instead of having a fried egg, you have a steamed sunny side up egg with zero
Oh my
oil,
god.
and you can just put it on your avocado toast. It's fucking amazing, man. It cooks so fast because steam
Oh.
is the strongest, di ba? Steam is the most powerful cooking method, man. It burns you more than fire, open flame. When
Right.
you open a steamer and you put your face in
Yeah.
front of it, you'll
Yeah.
literally lose the skin on your face, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so there you have it, an egg cooked with water.
So wait. Do you wait for the water to boil? How much
It's
water is
it,
this?
no, it's only like, okay, if it's one egg,
Yeah.
maybe it's just madami na yung 2 tablespoons of water,
Okay.
right? And then you crank it up, right? And then the water's gonna evaporate, and during the process of evaporation, it's going to steam the eggs, and then
Yeah.
because it's covered, it's going to cook the bottom and the top of the
So
egg.
so when
So
you
you
put
have a
the
steamed egg, and
so
when you
when
open it,
so when you have the when you put the water in the pan, how fast do you put the egg in?
yeah. No, you can even put the egg first if you like. If you have a really nice Teflon pan that's like super slidey, it's not gonna stick, right? You
Right.
can put the egg first, right?
Uh
And
huh.
then crank it up, and then you put 2 tablespoons of water on the side, and then
Yeah.
close it. And
Oh
you
my
can even
god.
you can even finish the intro before the intro of Bohemian Rhapsody is done. You have a water fried egg, di ba?
That's cool, man. I'm gonna try that for sure,
You know,
man.
there's basically a lot of things that people are neglecting or ignoring, or it's just under their noses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually there to do things differently. Instead of now people are like crazy buying this, they call it an air fryer for
Yeah.
some stupid reason, right?
we have one of
There's
those.
no such thing. I'm sorry, I'm not attacking you personally,
No,
but
it's
I'm saying this for the
okay.
world,
It's
and to
okay.
re-educate people, because out of the 36 basic cooking methods, of course, we create new things as we become more technologically advanced, right?
Yeah.
But there's 36 basic cooking methods, right? And one
Hmm.
of them is convection, right? Like the convection oven. So
Right.
air fryers are basically just portable convection ovens, right?
Right.
It's nothing new. It's just convection oven. It's basically baking. It's
Yeah.
basically roasting. It's basically that, yeah, baking and roasting, right? So it's not really frying, and especially not with air. You can fry with air,
Well, I mean, yeah, of
but
course, you have to,
you can
you
fry
have,
with.
yeah, of course, you have to label it air fryer for for the dummies out there, that won't
Yeah, yeah,
understand,
it
you know,
I mean,
they won't understand your explanation,
and
man.
people,
So
they.
air fryer na lang para madali.
So it's a fucking. You know what it looked like to me and all of us chefs here. It's like a carrot on a stick. You know that thing, the carrot on a
Oh
stick,
yeah,
man.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Well,
That's
I
it.
mean, America. I mean, all the inventions are all for convenience, and the selling point of the air fryer is
Mm,
that no oil, so it's healthier meal. You can get
mm.
you can make fried chicken, you
Yeah.
can make French fries, but no oil. So, I mean, that's what it is,
Mm.
and that's why my dad got it. I mean, it's cool.
Ah,
I've cooked with it. It's cool. The fried chicken is still delicious. You have to season it, of course, but of course, I would rather have a little more juice in there. Maybe it's a time thing. But my only complaint with the air fryer is just the cleaning of it, because the oil is extracted from the meat or whatever, and it collects at the bottom, so you have to discard the oil and all of that, and
mm,
that's very messy stuff, which I would rather not do.
mm.
And that's why the air
You
fryer
can
that's
save
why
it
the
and
air
use it
fryer is
for a
not
dressing.
used. Yeah.
You can save those natural juices, you know,
Right.
and turn it into a dressing.
Actually, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's where I am now, man. I mean, it's a good thing, here in California. They're very friendly with the healthy food, so it's easy to, if you don't know how to cook healthy food, you can buy it at the store, ready made, or at a restaurant. So hopefully I stick to it.
Yeah. And by the way, getting back to your basmati rice thing, it
Uh,
is in fact healthier if you get colored rice like brown rice, red rice, purple rice. You know,
mm,
it is healthier because those types of rice have lower sugars
yeah.
and they have antioxidant properties. But the thing is, the darker the rice, the longer you have to pre-soak. You have to pre-soak them before cooking them, right? Like
So,
brown rice, you have to pre-soak it 1 hour before.
so I haven't mastered cooking basmati rice. What is the best way to cook basmati rice?
Mm.
Is I let's say the white rice, or the white basmati rice. Do I have to soak that too?
The secret to cooking rice in general,
Yeah.
with the exception of paella and risotto, right? It's really about the washing. It's never really. It's maybe 30% lang yung cooking. It's
Mm-hmm.
really more about the washing. You should wash it really well, right? If
Oh,
you
okay.
have if your rice if every rice grain is not washed properly, it still has some loose things, right? It's gonna
Uh,
become malata, or sticky. It's gonna stick to each other, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
really, if you need to wash it 10 times, 10 times, up to you, right?
So all that starchiness has to be cleared.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, and that's also dirt, and that's also bad starch, right? Like I
Right.
said, more surface areas exposed to air, so those things are basically fermented powders of rice that's been sitting around for ages in a sack, and there's good, there's probiotics and there's the bad stuff, right?
Yeah.
So like yeasty, it's already yeast, eh? Yeast na yun, eh. It could create air bubbles inside you, so you're gassy, stuff like that.
Right. So, one last thing before we go, I want to also. Do you have a recipe that you could, from the top of your head, on the fly, using quinoa, that I
Quinoa.
can do? Yeah.
Mm.
Or quinoa, or no, no, or even
So many things.
couscous. I mean, couscous.
Couscous. Yeah, I love couscous. I would go for couscous way more than quinoa
Yeah,
because
yeah.
quinoa's balat.
I mean,
Couscous has no balat. Yeah.
I meant
Um,
couscous.
I mean, couscous. I would eat it the traditional way, right? I would toss it in olive oil, and I would, uh, uh, you know, work with it between my fingers, like that. Create like pebbles and whatever between my fingers with the olive oil wetted couscous, and then I put them in a steamer,
Okay.
and you'll be surprised it won't fall through the holes, despite the holes being this big. It's not gonna fall through the holes
Wow.
because you work them with your fingers with olive oil, and then underneath you have a pot of boiling or simmering vegetables, and then you cover it, and it's gonna steam the couscous, and you have fantastic vegetable broth steamed couscous, right? And then you put it on your plate. You put it on your plate, and you have these fantastic carrots and whatever. You
Uh-huh.
drain them, or you can reverse the process, right? You can roast the vegetables first before you simmer them in a broth to
Okay.
simmer the couscous. So you have a roasted vegetable broth steaming your couscous,
Oh
and have a
wow.
fantastic brown colored vegetable broth. Amazing. Drizzle some olive oil and zest some lemon on top. Um, Amazing. People just throw away lemons and limes and citrus and dye up,
Yeah.
not knowing that the flavor, the scent and the aroma of the fruit is really on the rind of the skin, not inside.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
never
Yeah. Yeah.
inside,
Yeah. Yeah. The aroma of the
right?
lemon smell is on the skin.
Right. The oils, right?
Yeah.
And the best part about it is you can zest like a room full of lemons, or a truck full of lemons, or dye up or whatever lime, and then you just put it in a Tupperware, and you can freeze it for a whole year, and it's not gonna spoil. And you can
Yeah.
use it for Christmas. You can use it for next year or whatever.
Wow. So
Yeah,
so
people
what
need to
would
be
so what
so. Yeah, people need to be.
so what could you
I
do
think
with the
people need to be. I mean, if you don't mind me saying this.
go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you. No, no. You
Yeah,
go
so I
ahead.
think I think people. Yeah, I think. Thank you. I think people need to. I mean, people are cooking so much during this pandemic. They're learning to be fantastic cooks, and I'm so happy about that. Learning, all of them learning new things. All they need is a chef jacket. They're already chefs. But the thing is, a lot of them are veering towards um, appliances and equipment and wares and fantastic tools, expensive tools,
Yeah.
forgetting forgetting the basics and the qualities of every ingredient. And that's the most important thing, more than anything else. Learn about, like, for example, you get a spring onion, for example. They just cut off the roots, right, and they throw it away,
Yeah.
right? You can eat the roots. The roots are masarap of the
Yeah.
scallions and the leeks. You
Uh-huh.
can roast them. And then the carrots.
Right.
People peel carrots. Don't peel the carrots. Don't peel the carrots. Don't peel the
Uh-huh.
potatoes. Just scrub them,
Yeah.
because the all the nutrients are on the skin, right?
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. So like the lemons.
So what can you do with that broth, with that vegetable broth after you cook the vegetables and the couscous? You drizzle the broth on the dish.
Yeah, you can use it as a side soup for your couscous dish, vegetable couscous dish, right?
Uh-huh.
Or you can use it as a stock, a vegetable stock, to make fantastic uh, vegetable ramen or vegetable noodle soups, right? Amazing, with spicy tofu and sambal, chili sambal in there, nice herbs, amazing, and roasted mushrooms. Oh, sarap non, man.
Oh wow. Dang. So what vegetables would you
That's
put
already
there?
good, right?
What vegetables would you put in the broth? Carrots, broccoli.
Well, when you roast vegetables, the strong alliums, like garlic, onions, carrots, turnips, even
Mm-hmm.
beets, right? Even leeks.
Right.
Yeah, you can roast all of these things, man, and then just dump them
Uh,
in a pot and just throw water and just simmer it. Put black peppercorns and strain it. You can put spices if you like. Dried mushrooms, and then you have a vegan beef stock, right? A vegan pho. You can make a vegan pho out of it.
yeah. You know what's gonna be hard to if I dry fruits out here is that there's so many birds around. They're gonna pick up all that fruit, especially the crows, man. Those
And the
crows are like, ooh, free food.
fucking squirrels.
Oh yeah, and squirrels, man. Yeah, exactly. So, well, I don't. I'll just try and buy dried fruit. I mean,
No,
there
no,
are.
no. You can buy screen. You buy screen. You cover them with screen.
Oh, right, right, right,
Di
right.
ba?
That's right. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Screen. They cannot get through the screen. Yeah.
Well, all right, chef. Thank you very much for the conversation.
Thank you too, man. I'm honored. I'm always honored when I see you, man. And I always look forward when I see you. It's my pleasure.
Right on, man. And this is actually the season finale, episode 25. And you were also
Mm.
one of the first guys. You were on episode 2, so you are the first return guest of the show, and
Oh
hopefully not.
wow.
Yeah, hopefully
It's
not the
like an
last time.
SNL thing, right? Like an SNL thing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Hosting
definitely.
the SNL.
Yeah, return host, man. Return host, return guest. So yeah, so this is gonna be the season
Right,
finale.
right.
I'm gonna take a short break and then start compiling again, and hopefully in the future we'll talk again when I don't know, man. When you get your vaccine, man, let's talk again.
When I recover, yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, folks. Chef Ramon
All
Antonio,
right.
thanks very much, my friend, my brother from another mother. I'll see you soon, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, muchas gracias.
Rock and
Bye,
roll.
man. Adios.